tell us about your business and how you do it.
Pickstar is an online marketplace that connects elite athletes with commercial opportunities. So we're all online, and we've been going about 3 years now. So the idea is that we work with any budget, and we take the client's brief, and that gets tendered out to the 700 plus athletes that are on our system.
And what's one of the strangest requests you've had, if you can say?
Yeah, no, we've had a few strange requests. One of the interesting ones was we've had some rugby league players attend a Bucks show. We've had some laser hair clinics request an athlete to remove a tattoo. We've had some AFL players attend a wedding. So yeah, we've had a real cross-section of requests, and believe it or not, most of the time, there are some athletes out there who are willing to do it.
Cool. And how important is your workplace culture, and what's yours like?
Yeah, workplace culture is critical. We're a team of 3, so I guess there's that cliche is if we have a no dickheads policy. If there was one person within our trio that was toxic or bad for our culture, it would make a huge impact. So I think with small business, the key with culture is having some really positive rituals in your week, having a really open, honest environment where you can talk directly to the person that you're working with. There's we're not going to hide behind emails. There's no excuse as to why you can't just turn around and have a chat to the person that you're working alongside. So culture is massive, especially when you're trying to grow. As you recruit and induct people, you want to be really clear on what your culture is, so that when you're inducting them, you can make an assessment as to whether they fit with your culture or whether they are not going to fit.
Great. And how important is social media to your business?
Yeah, social media for our business is huge. It's been an avenue and a channel where we've been able to broadcast our brand and talk about what Pickstar does, educate our audience. It's a space that's not quite as cheap as what it used to be. I think engagement on Facebook and our social channels has reduced significantly. So being smart and having a clear strategy with your social plan has been crucial. Andrew Montesi actually heads up that division within our business, and he's been responsible for generating a lot of interesting content. We've found that you need almost sort of several alter egos for your business to plug into the different social channels, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You've got to treat them all differently, and they serve different purposes. So for us, it's about understanding what that purpose is, and then making sure that the content that we're delivering on each of the channels is relevant to that space.
What is some advice you would give to a leader in a small to medium-sized business?
What advice would I give to a leader of a small to medium-sized business? They have to be hugely adaptable. You've got to wear many hats. You've got to lead by the way you behave. You need to keep spirits high, but you also need to make sure that you're looking at the finances, the marketing. You have to be across everything. So you are the most important person in terms of driving the culture of the business. No one else around you will effectively drive it. You've got to do that. The second thing is that you need to understand that you've got to be resilient. Again, because small business is a roller coaster, and if you can't smooth that out in your own mind and understand that you'll always get through the hard times, and that the good times need to be enjoyed. If you can't do that, then you're probably not going to survive in a small to medium-sized business, because it can be really energy sapping.
Yeah. So that embracing the good times is vitally important.
I think so. Yeah. If you want to go and work for a big corporate and be a part of a big machine, you're not going to get the wins that a small business gets. Being in small business, though, has stress and pressure that doesn't exist in big companies. So if you can't enjoy those little milestones within a small business, it means that you've got all the downside and none of the upside. So we make a real point of celebrating every single invoice that we send out. If it means that we've got to have a long breakfast and just a chat about things outside of work because morale's a bit low, then that's what we do. On the flip side, if we don't have money coming in the door, then we don't have a business. So the pressure's on.
Yeah. This one's a bit funny. If you were to describe your business as a movie, what movie would it be?
Good question. What movie would best describe our business? Probably Old School. Andrew Montesi reminds Jess and myself a lot of Will Ferrell, and he's very dramatic. And so if you've seen Old School, Will can tend to sort of steal a scene or two.
Everybody's doing it.
As you can tell, Andrew doesn't like me being in the spotlight. So a bit like Old School, we have a bit of fun. I'm not sure if any elephants or rhinoceros have been shot with a tranquilizer yet, but maybe that's still to come.
And what is happening in the next few months business-wise, exciting or change for Pickstar?
We've got a massive website to launch, which we've been talking about for a little while. So we're really looking forward to going live with our new system. We're moving into Queensland and New South Wales and having some great success there. And we've even got eyes on New Zealand and South Africa in the medium term. So yeah, plenty of things to get right.
And who would you like to do business with now or in the future, if you could pick somebody or a business?
Who would we like to do business with? We would love to do business with any large organisation that has multiple needs for athletes over the course of the year. So like, McHappy Day, McDonald's, if you're out there, come and knock on our door. I know we've already done a little bit with you, but they would be a great example of a big client, right through to the small amateur sporting clubs, which we love assisting, securing sporting talent, whether it's for keynote leadership talks or skills clinics with really small budgets.
Yeah.
So having the bookend clients, for me, is a great example of our system at work, which makes me, I guess, proud with what we've created.
And you do some stuff with some councils as well, don't you?
Associations and councils is a real sweet spot for us.
Yeah.
We find that they have many events in the course of a year. They've got to deliver value to their clients, which are their members essentially, and they've traditionally used sporting speakers a lot. So it's been a bit of a find for us to realise that associations, councils, industry bodies are quite a lucrative and valuable part of our revenue stream.
And last one YouTube video that you would recommend to watch that might have changed the way you think or life patterns?
I'm really biased in this space because Simon Sinek's The Why, which is 18 minutes of gold, and I think he recorded it. It was just a bit of a talk that he did that was filmed about 9 to 10 years ago now, where he talks about purpose, understanding what your purpose is, and how people make decisions. I think it's been a huge influence on the way that I've approached both my businesses over the last 10 years. And it really was one of those moments where you watch it and then your world changes because of it. You structure things differently, and you make decisions differently because of that 18 minutes. So yeah, Simon Sinek, The Why. I think it's had over 18 million views. It's gone nuts.
Yeah. And lastly, how would people get in contact with you or Pickstar if they needed to?
Oh, there's a range of ways you can get in contact with us. www.pickstar.com.au is our website. There's a contact form in there. My personal email is on the site. I think my phone number's on the site. You can see us on Facebook, so you just search Pickstar, and also Instagram.
And if Lexus or Audi want to come and knock on your door, where's your office?
We're in Lee Street in South Australia, in Adelaide.
Yep.
So it's a really vibrant part of the city. We love it. There's lots of small to medium-sized businesses around here that are doing some really cool things. So we're really enjoying our coffee and lunch culture.
Cool. And thanks for your time, James, and all the best in the future.
Anytime, CP Consulting.
See ya.